Hello and welcome to the Brickfreaks. Today we have not so good video and audio quality because... yes, I slipped my phone and it fell directly to the one stone on that street that stood a little bit up and hits directly the lens of the main camera. So I have to use again the Panasonic Full HD camcorder from 2012, 13, something like that, from my daughter. Okay, sorry for that. A new phone is on the way and I hope the camera is even better than here. Okay, hello. Today with a review of MoYu. MoYu, I don't know. And I don't care. MY8022. The Pagani Huayra Imola, Pagani Super Sports Hypercar. Yeah. It's called the flying sports car, perhaps. I don't know how fast it is. The original. Normally I know a little bit about the most cars, but I don't like Pagani. I don't know. And I like most sports or hypercars, or a little bit or something like that. But none of the Pagani ever in history I thought, that's a cool car. A lot of others, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, especially the McLarens, but the Paganis never touched me. Okay, nevertheless I can show you one, but not because I bought it, because my seller sent me the wrong set. I ordered the AMG one from MoYu and I got this here. But it's more expensive, so I don't complain, and I can show you something. And from the AMG one there are more reviews available. I don't know how many English, but okay. What you see is without stickers, like mostly. Okay, this set comes with 3,333 pieces. We don't know if it's true, I didn't count. And there are some spare pieces. I'm really curious where the yellows. The instructions, I didn't find the yellow. But okay, now I have yellow pieces. The set has 8 building steps, so for the amount of pieces that's okay. Because 800 must be pins, so we have 2.5 for 8 building steps, so that's about 300 to 350 normal pieces. That's okay, that's absolutely okay. The instructions are good to very good and nothing to complain. There are no obvious mistakes. I didn't found during building, I didn't found mistakes, and on not mistakes with in the boxes the another amount of pieces than you build down into skids, so nothing to complain. Good instructions. Piece quality, good to very good. Really nothing to complain with the instructions. No scratches on the panels, all the pins are okay, not too hard to push, not too easy to get out, so that's absolutely good quality from MoYu. I show you a little bit the car, because I can't make photos. Man, this was the most expensive smartphone or phone I ever buy, and after 15 months, man, I'm really angry about me. But does it change anything? No, so don't be mad at you, Frank. That's the view from above, and that's the underground. You see the big frames, so there's a little bit of space, but the space is for the motors. You can build in power functions, and the glorious thing about this is, like Sembo does sometimes with their Technic sets, you build and finish the whole set. And afterwards you can decide to put in power functions or not. So that's because, well, that's the reason, because we have a little bit more holes than in a normal Technic set. Like when you have always power function set, or where you have to build in the power functions mostly in the beginning. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. So I can decide, I have only $80, I buy this, half in a year I have money for power functions, or I buy 8 of them and only one power function set because it's unnecessary to. Mostly of the time they are standing on the shelf. So why do you need 8 sets of power functions? That's unnecessary. So this is the best way for a Technic set, for a motorized Technic set, if it's possible to do it in the end. For me, that's the best way to do it. So it's always on your decision. You can buy always the static, easy, cheap version, can upgrade later. Great. And you don't need a lot of motors and especially batteries, and you never use them, or you use them once or twice, because we are honest, the 1x8 cars are not the biggest fun to drive, because over 3,000 pieces, they are not really fast. Yeah? And mostly steering, this here is okay, the angle here is okay, I had much worse here on the table. But they are not fun. Yeah, they are really deep, so you have to be very cautious about obstacles on the ground, and they are not fast. And yeah, so better buy a real electric car and only this for the shelf, because then you have fun. Or you buy 1x10 with 2,000 pieces and good motorization, then you have fun. But I think the fun with the 1x8 cars, with driving and steering, there is no fun. When they have functions like opening wing doors here with the power functions, or manual, that's okay. And to make it short, instructions good. They look really good. Very good piece quality. A really good designed assembly. It makes a lot of fun to assemble the set here. Nothing to complain. It's one of the best and really easy to build set. It's easy because we have no functions. We have only a motor and the differential and steering. So nothing else. Nothing else. It's really not for the Technic. This is for the shelf. If you want a Technic car, you buy one designed by Bruno JJ1, where a lot of other functions than driving and steering are built into 1x8 cars, but they are heavy with all the functions and over 4,000 pieces. So I think it's always a stretch. And if you really want fun, and especially with kids, then buy the C63 from AMG from Molking. That's a car that is really fast, that makes a lot of fun to drive, makes a lot of fun to assemble. That's a great car for driving. That's a car for the shelf. Okay, now we're finished on this. Functions, yeah, nothing. Really nothing. But it was enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. Everything is solid. Super solid designed. I didn't have to stretch my fingers or use tools like knives or squeezers or something like that you often need with the MOX or something like that. And this is not a stolen MOX, so that's always nice. Great entertaining build, but no functions. We have steering, and again, it's in every video. For the new viewers, in every video I make this. Okay, steering is connected to the steering wheel, so that's nice. And that are the functions. Okay. That are obvious most of the functions, because this is not really a function to open the door. So there's nothing. There's no really brain food in this here. It's a wing door, and a really flimsy one too. And that's the only thing I didn't like about the set. The assembly of the doors are okay. They could be a little bit heavier, so they could more snap in and feel better, because this is really I believe it's easy to change. Perhaps to connect the front here too with a joint and everything opens. But so this is a function you use twice and then you think it's a little bit awkward. Then we can open here the hood and see the suspension. Every wheel has two red suspensions. The travel is okay. They're really hard. It's a sports car, and you see here some of the functions from steering, and that's pretty everything. That was a camper, it got dark. It often gets dark here because a lot of the delivery cars drive through, and this is a very narrow street. So often I sit here and Armageddon, oh no, it's a delivery truck. Okay. So doors flimsy, this is a good mechanism. It's not really a mechanism, you have to bend a little bit the technic beams, but it's solid. Highlight of this set for me was the assembly here of our back cover from the engine, because this is a very, very entertaining build. This is designed great. Here did the designer a really great work. That makes a lot of fun to get the angles and everything. That is gorgeous, really gorgeous. After 80 or 100 of these cars I've shown you, I don't know, when I'm really happy about something, that means a little bit, because I build a little bit more than the average people. So when I'm getting happier or excited a little bit about, then you know, okay, and this was really one of the best covers I have ever built for one of the hypercars, and it fits relatively good. The doors don't fit so well. The angle, I think, this here makes the sideline a little bit different or complicated. This here is, I believe, the good part of the whole, or the best part of the whole set. Underneath we have the differential, we have suspension, and we have the connected 12-cylinder motor and the exhaust system. I had preferred the exhaust system perhaps in chrome. That would be nice. And the other set I can a little bit complain about too. So I have a little bit to complain about, other than the doors. No, I forgot. That's great, oh, that's great. The rims. Yes, especially in the front. Here we don't have other red accessories in direct neighborhood. Here we have these here in red. And together with the red rims, here the matte red plastic and here the look-alike metallic, doesn't fit really good together, in my opinion. For this car I had preferred either don't use red here, then the red rims could be looking awesome, or really matte super dark rims, that would be nice too, or aluminum oxided looking rims, that could be cool too, or black aluminum oxided, that is a very cool look. And especially when they look like damask knives. So that's. Have you ever seen these rims? They are really cool, but they are expensive. Okay, you seen the size in the beginning of the set. Oh, I can measure it again, because I haven't measured it. I forgot for the German version. So now I can measure it, and I know it for the sign you already seen. We are at 57. That's too long. The mirrors are 33 and a half. That's really wide. Okay, the usage of these parts are very unusual. And the height is, I believe this is the here. That must be about around 13 centimeters. So the normal size for a 1x8 super hypercar. You can really a little bit compare this with Lego. Good quality, good instructions, good box, nice box. I've seen the original box, it's very nice and everything. This is $80 or $85. Perhaps if they pay Pagani $25, this is let it be $120. Then this is a really good price for a good set. And you can compare it with Lego, because Lego, the cars don't have functions. Okay, they have the gearbox, but you build the gearbox and you don't see it again. And it's awkward to use it with the shifting here. So it's an unnecessary thing. And it's mostly unnecessary if you don't drive, because you don't have, I have nothing of a 4-gear or 6-gear box if it's don't electrified, if it don't drive. I have a little bit of fun building it, but that's it. That's it. I don't see it, I can use it. So I think the gearbox in the Lego hypercars is totally unnecessary. Makes the whole car more expensive, makes it perhaps complicated for some people to build a gearbox, and if it's not motorized, you don't need it. And to be motorized and you need it, or you have something of it, you have to a function that shifts for you. So you can't walk side by side and shifting and driving. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's totally unnecessary, really. Nice to have, but yeah, I think it's unnecessary. Okay, nothing more to say. It's a really nice build. If you like what you see, this is a good set. This is a good set. It has no functions, but now you know this. But for the price, and if you like it, and if you are only for a nice build for 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours, it how good you are or how fast you want to build, and that's okay. 12 hours, if you compare it with the prices for going to the movies or so, that's absolutely okay. That's absolutely okay. So, thank you for watching. Next is a mixed chameleon. One side is normal chameleon and the other side is a mecha chameleon. We will see. It looks interesting. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good time. Bye bye.